Alrighty guys, so after you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the description down below and check out the Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! Amazon page for all of your Yu-Gi-Oh! Needs. What's going on everyone? It's Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! Here with MasterSwagKing once again, and we're going to talk about the November 5th ban list. A lot of people had hit me up on Facebook and say, oh my god Chris, check out the ban list, check out the ban list. So right now I'm going to go over the new ban list and talk about what got hit and give you guys my opinion about what should have gotten hit. And then we're gonna end off the video with some of the market prices on stuff and how they've been going up and down. So starting off with the ban list, I'm gonna let you talk first on MasterSwagKing. So the ban list was really short, and only 4 cards got touched. That being Set Rotation, Spyral Gear Drone, Spyral Gear Quick Fix, and there was one more card I can't think of right now for whatever reason.
Quick Fix, Drone, Segmentation, Gofu.
And Blackwing Gofu got hit as one of what as well. What is your current take on the ban list? I saw you did a ban list discussion video, so kind of elaborate on what your thoughts were.
For those of you who are gonna maybe subscribe, I'll be doing an in-depth discussion on my channel too. But more or less, what I took from this list is their only goal was to nerf spirals. Now, I'm gonna just say, remember how I made that top 5 video about the best decks of all time? Remember I told you the spirals are gonna be one of those best decks of all time? Remember? Come on, I knew they were gonna be this way. I knew it was gonna be this way. One of the reasons why Spirals will go down as one of the best decks ever is because it was never actually played at full power either. Like, it was never played at full power here in the TCG, and they already took it down. Now, it'll still be the best deck, obviously, but that was just something that I kind of knew going in that I feel like Spirals was going to be that deck. My overall thoughts on the list, I thought it was pretty good. I don't think Set Rotation should have gotten hit, and I don't think Gofu should have gotten hit, honestly.
Why not? That's gonna be
Yeah.
a big discussion in the comment section. Why do you think
Uh,
Celebration should have got untouched?
Set Rotation is a card that's only going to be used for certain formats that it dictates it. Cards like that are kind of like hand traps. So it's not like, they're not the same thing, but cards like Ogre, Reaper, Set Rotations, and like cards like that are only dictated by the decks that are coming out. So I think like if you move the format moving forward, a card like Set Rotation doesn't see play unless the other decks that it's facing plays field spells, or your goal is to ultimately lock your opponent out by playing a field spell. Now, what if a deck coming after Spirals doesn't even care about using field spells and just basically uses a bunch of monsters? Something like that kind of was bothering me about why Set Rotation was actually hit. But I mean, I understand why they actually hit it. I think Set Rotation at 2 would be a better hit. I don't think putting it to 1 really, like, it's just kind of way too harsh, in my opinion.
Honestly, I'd rather have seen him hit was terraforming. Like I'm with you on Set Rotation. Like it's good, but ultimately Terraform is the better card. And we also have Metaverse, which is a card that if you guys do not know, trap card you activate it, you can activate a spell card, a field spell card from your deck to your field, or add it to your hand. I mean, Set Rotation is essentially a worse terraforming, which ain't a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either. So it wasn't like it was any crazy combos with it outside of it stopping that struggling battle card. But other than that, I think it shouldn't have gotten hit. Personally, I think Terraform the one would have been a better hit. As far as Gofu, you said Gofu, you feel like it shouldn't have got hit either. Why?
No, no. I initially did when the OCG took it. I kind of figured that eventually it would get hit, not because like it's just needed to get hit. I kind of felt like it was just going to be an OCG thing. I kind of felt like that was still an OCG thing because was Gofu even really played in most of the Spiral decks you've seen topping? There was like 2. Let's see if you count YCS London and YCS Dallas. There was like 4 Spiral decks. Okay, let's see, it's 29 out of 32 and it's 27, so 29 plus 27 is like 50. So it's like 50 something, right? So
Right.
if like 4 of those decks played Gofu, then Gofu was not as impactful in what is considerably right now the best Link deck, or was the best Link deck. And I just don't think Gofu did enough to warrant it to get hit to 1. Like, people weren't even playing it in the decks when Links were fully actually, released to us. I just think that Gofu as a card, I mean, it's going to stay at 1 forever, but I just don't feel like it needed to get hit over here.
I personally think it should have got banned, and here's why. I feel like Gofu is just a really powerful card in general. I mean, one card, Decode Talker. I feel like that's too good in my personal opinion. And even though people didn't really play it in Spirals, I played it in my build, but I didn't really have enough time to go to major events with my build to shine with it. But with that being said, I gotta think you gotta think for the future of links. Eventually, Gofu is gonna be one of those cards where it's like, in whatever link deck that they have popular 6 months from now, people are just gonna be like, "Oh my God, he opened the Gofu. Well, GG, I guess I lose." So it's like Konami. It's probably
Yeah.
a preemptive hit, so they don't have to worry about it later. But that's just me,
I
theory
think
crafting.
Gofu's one of those cards that's just like Terra Top and Tour Guide. Those one card one card links, XYZ, one card synchros. Those always seem to get limited anyways. It was
Yeah,
kind of inevitable, it was. But I just feel like for this current point in time, Gofu should not have been touched because the deck that could have been utilizing it, like barely like 4 to 5 people even used it. Like,
right.
is that really enough data for it to
I
be
mean, you
limited?
have a point. I mean, I can see your point, but I guess we're just on a different opinion about it. Now,
That's fine.
as far as drone and quick fix, now I disagree with drone getting hit, but I agree with the quick fix getting hit. I always felt like if they hit quick fix, it's gonna go down to one because spamming two quick fixes is nutty. A lot of veteran Spiral players knew this pre double helix, let alone post double helix. What is your thoughts on this?
Drone, I thought two would have been just fine, but you got to kind of go with the argument of, I mean, you ever seen a top deck that was able to just look at what you were playing and then brick you? It's like drone was just one of those iffy cards, but quick fix, yes, limited to one. I think I said that in our prediction video.
Right.
Like, yeah, like it not a hard once per turn. That's literally all it was. If it was a hard once per turn, I could have seen them putting it to two, and it would just stay at two for like the longest time. Because if it was a hard once per turn, then his impact would have been significantly less than what it was. Because constantly getting them, recycling them,
Right,
putting
making
out that master plan.
XYZs and
Oh
then
my gosh,
recycling. Yeah,
master plan.
so
Jesus
nutty.
Christ. I played against one Spiral deck on like White True like the other day. I was like, what is this? This is like pure cancer.
Plus
I
three, craziness.
I knew I was gonna lose. I was playing like Dark Magician. I was just having some fun. He was like, "Dude, do you care about playing Spyro?" I was like, "Nah, just destroy me if you want." I was like, "Holy moly, what is this?"
I'm,
Like, man, it was just annoying.
I
I
feel
don't
you.
hate top deck, but that was a little too much. That they could look through your deck, brick you, summon cards that can't hurt their boss monsters and their field spells, make them immune to targeting.
I mean, by that argument, though, I guess drones at once still, and they can still effectively do that, and then recycle drone resort and do it again on the following turn.
But people said the deck is dead, so
People are
like, what
retarded.
really
That's
do?
why that's why we're gonna go into that. I'm gonna go into that with my list upcoming soon because the deck is definitely not dead. Actually, if you're on my Facebook fan page, and for you guys that are not on my Facebook fan page, you guys should like it. Links in the description down below. I just shared a combo video from Ready for Duel, and it's a two-card ridiculous combo that will be legal Friday once we get the new Cyber Structure deck, where you can bring out a Deco Talker, Firewall Dragon, I believe, that new Magician Link monster that negates spell and traps, and Sleeper first turn, just with two cards. It's really, really nutty. Like, it's crazy.
I knew it was gonna be the thing. Like people always gonna be like, "Oh, is it dead yet?" No. Look at
No.
every single deck from every single ban list from every top deck. Very rarely has that top deck been just put down automatically.
Oh
Very
yeah,
rarely
definitely.
does.
It's gonna have I believe it's gonna have the Pepe effect where it's like it gets hit, but at the same time it's still playable. People are gonna hate it. It's gonna be playable up to nationals, and Konami's gonna be like, all right, resort to one. Sleeper ban for the lows. Deck's dead. All right, next up, we're gonna talk about what should have gotten hit. I guess I'll take this part off first, and then I'll let you go ahead first. Me personally, I think Pendulum Magicians definitely should have got neutered a little bit, along with True Dracos. I'm still an advocate of Masterpiece getting banned. I feel like this card is really nutty. Unaffected by
Konami's back and
stuff.
forth on that.
Honestly, like unaffected by everything. And then as far as Pendulum Magicians, just the consistency for the Pendulum deck is too high. And if you're gonna hit a deck that effectively can make unbreakable boards, why not hit the other deck that can make a legit almost unbreakable board? What are your thoughts on this?
Decks that should have been hit.
Yeah.
I think Trickstar should have. Honestly, like I personally have nothing against the deck, but the fact that this is what kind of bothering me that the OCG chose to hit their trap card, meaning that they see that trap card as a problem.
Especially with
Never
Droll and
seen.
Lockbird banishing the
Yeah,
entire hand and not drawing. That's retarded.
That's like the only deck I really have a problem with. Invoked is kind of just people have to understand. Invoked is a deck that's like if I have to do this to win, and if I don't do that, I do nothing. That's literally all it is. And if you add Wind Witches in it, Wind Witches mean you have to run brick cards to get to a Crystal Wing, and people run Kaijus now. So I don't know about that. I just think Wind Witch Invoked or Invoked as a deck is just so linear in what it can do. Now we did see Infernoids come back, but really, what can you really do with Infernoids now? There's not much you can hit them with. They've already lost most of their consistency card. Reasoning Grass Reasoning Grass are at 1. Burial came back last list. They don't have Monster Gate, but at 1.
Right.
I just don't. I don't know. Infernoids just constantly keep coming back, but there's no point in hitting them. They'll constantly be a deck that just constantly comes back. Honestly, that's just my opinion. Pen Magicians, I just don't fear Pen Magicians. Evenly Matched is a card now.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Play now. It'll see more play now because set rotation is at 1.
That is true. That is. I forgot all about Struggling Battle. Yeah, Evenly Matched. Yeah.
But there is one little option about that. You might see more Pendulum plays because people have to factor in Evenly Matched is like almost a $60 card.
I think it's gonna hit the $85 mark. I don't know.
So the average person isn't going to have them, but you can't just go with that mentality because I did the same thing. I was like, oh yeah, these people have Ash Blossoms. Yeah, they have Ash Blossoms.
Yeah, I mean, at any high level event like a regionals or a YCS, guys, people will have the money cards. You can guarantee that. I mean, the first few rounds, you might run into the average Joe like me and you, who don't want to spend that much money for a card. They're like, okay, no, they're playing a lesser version of the deck. But then once you get to round 3 and round 4, everyone's playing the meta cards, guaranteed it.
Literally, my luck is round 1 they don't have them. Round 2 they got them.
Yep. All right, so the last thing I wanted to talk about, the market prices and how the market's going to go up in value. Like I watched John Morris House of Champs. I watched this market watch before I did this podcast. Well, live stream / podcast, not live stream. Before I did this video that I'm filming right now. And I saw the Spyral cards tanked. I know you do market watches as well, MasterSwagKing, so you guys should check them out for that. How is the market looking as far as prices right now? Like, is it spiraling out of control? Like, what's going on with that?
Downward. Spiraling right to the...
For everything or just for Spirals? Spirals the only thing that went... Like, how's True Dracos? How's Magicians looking?
Right now, Helix is $18 by a new guy that just launched his TCG player account. So the medium price right now, the market medium price for a double Helix is $16. I think that'll just keep going down because we don't even have the Circuit Break Special Edition yet, which will release more double Helixes into the market. I don't like to use the argument of there will be a bunch of it on the market to determine its price, but in this specific case, you kind of have to. The same thing goes with Super Agent. Super Agent's price only went up because people who didn't invest into Spirals yet. Once people got their Spiral decks, they were already unloading them before the balance even came because they did no sooner than November. That's why we saw a bunch of Agents come on the market, and that's why they're going down. Agents right now are $10. Quick Fixes Super are right now. They are telling me it is $1.
Oh wow!
$3. $1 for a Super Quick Fix to $3. So that's crazy.
Time for me to pick them up.
Most people weren't going to haul all the deck because they knew the list was coming at some point. The only card for Pendulum I could see possibly going up a little bit further are a couple. You have Wavering Eyes that went up, and then you have, I don't know, but True Draco, you have Diagram that probably is going to go up, and then Mistake has just gone up too. The ones from the Shadow Specters set has gone up to $6. People should have picked them up a while ago because they were nothing. They were 99 cents. Legit 99 cents. I bought Welfare Golds.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with Welfare Gold, man. As long as it works, the card does the same thing.
That's what I pretty much think. Banlists like these only dictate the market for the top decks. Other stuff is really just gonna stay the same. That's pretty much it. People should have loaded their Spiral deck the minute they top with it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you're gonna load the full deck, you sell it in pieces. Just go sell your ultimate cheapest and singles. Sell it into your locals. At least if you factor in, if you sold your deck, at least you didn't lose as much as you probably did if you didn't sell it.
Bro, I was hearing like apparently at YCS Dallas Spirals was going for close to $1,000 if I had everything. I'm like, that's insane. Like if someone offered me $1,000 for Spirals, I'm like, yep, take it, just take it. I'll play heroes.
I would have given them my right foot.
Yeah.
All team machine dupes damaged at the time of recording this video with you are $6, and they're staying about like the $13 range. So
That's not bad. That card is a card that always goes in and out of formats anyway, so.
Did you think machine dupe should have got hit?
Not necessarily. I mean, quick fix is the problem. The deck really didn't need machine dupe. A lot of Spyral players say it's a win more card, but as a win more card, it was one of those cards where it's like it really just guarantees you game if you open it. So it's one of those win mores where it's like, yeah, it's a win more, but it wins games guaranteed. So it's like win more, win more. Ultimately though, quick fix was definitely the problem. I think drone, like I said, drone should have stayed at 3. Yeah, it can arrange top cards of your deck, but that's not winning you the game. Double helix drone was not doing anything. Sleeper turbo was not doing anything. I just feel like drone got hit just to try to stop the machine duplication shenanigans, because there are a lot of OTK you can do with the machine duplication and drone by pumping a Spyral agent up and attacking directly with last resort.
Barrel Dragon is a card people should definitely get rid of. Not get rid of your one. If you have more, if you have one, it's fine. If you have multiples, get rid of it, because people only play barrel load as like in spirals. I think barrel load as a card will eventually see more play in very certain decks, but you're only gonna use it as one. Like, why would you ever play 3 barrel load dragons?
Right.
For me personally, I like that card because it's really nice artwork. It's a great effect. Personally, for me, I like Topologic Bomber Dragon. I think that card has potential too. But if you have barrel dragon, get rid of them, because once Sugar Break Specialist comes out, a lot more people will have them. Same thing goes with Baguska, but Bagzuka. Can never say that name right. Get rid of that. If it's $2 right now, it will be 50 cents when the Circuit Break Special Edition comes out, because more of them will be at people's hands. It's just you just have to get rid of. This is a good set. Now, this is a great set, better than Code of the Duelist, but I feel like this set has a ticking time bomb on it for how much this stuff is actually worth to people.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially with the Banlist getting his spirals. But alright guys, that's our Banlist discussion. Post your thoughts and opinions about it in the comment section down below. Subscribe to MasterSwagKing if you haven't. He does awesome content. And if you guys have stayed to the end of the video, you guys already know I'm doing a giveaway. So to be part of that giveaway, you got to do a few things. Drop a like on this video, a comment in the comment section down below, and be a subscriber on both my YouTube channels. Second channel's linked in the description to enter the giveaway. So with all that being said, man, this is Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm MasterSwagKing, and we're signing out. Peace.
Peace.